Good evening. I've been told to tell people who I am. I'm Ted Brumley. I guess some people don't know me, but I'm our county chairman here in Dade County, and we've been giving these updates here for many days here, and here today to give you our latest and current numbers. We'll start off with saying that there are no confirmed people here in Dade County that has this virus. There's a lot of rumors that's going around. I've had several phone calls today about different businesses, different people that's called that says their work have had confirmed cases, but we have not had any reports from the Department of Health that has that. So as soon as we do, you'll be the second to know. We'll know, and then we'll share it with you. I promise you that. We have currently the numbers have changed from yesterday. We had 600 yesterday confirmed cases in the state of Georgia. That's increased to 772. And that's a lot. Got 25 deaths now, and that's up from 23 yesterday. We have one confirmed case in Catoosa, 2 in Whitfield, 1 in Chattooga County, 10 in Floyd, 5 in Gordon, and 61 in Bartow. And still the largest impacted age group is from 18 to 59. The 60 plus are still around 31%. We're also watching Tennessee numbers. Tennessee has 505 confirmed cases. That's up from 371 yesterday. So they're also climbing. Have 8 in Hamilton County, 1 in Marion, and 2 in Bradley. Alabama has 167 confirmed cases. They were 138 yesterday. Have 1 in Jackson County, and as we mentioned, that's close to us. It's at Branch where this person lives. So the numbers are, as we said, they're going up. And so we just need to keep our eyes and our ears tuned. Our eyes tuned to this our websites and TVs, and try to follow all the directions from the people that out there that are, it's something a lot of people have had some calls today that are really, there's still a lot of people not taking it serious. Even people, some of the people here in this county have had calls from that work at some of our plants, some of our establishments, and they're saying that the people that they work for is not really taking it serious. A couple of people said that they don't have any hand sanitizer, and all we're asking you to do, if you are an owner of a business, is make that extra effort for your employees, and try to promote this, because it's they carry that right back from their home to their home. So try to work with us on this. We will have today at 5 o'clock. Governor Kemp will be giving an update. It'll be a real important. It'll probably last for 30-45 minutes, an hour, but it'll be a really important broadcast you do need to watch. From what I understand, Evan is going to actually have it on his channel, and it'll be broadcast on radio also. It will be also on the Georgia Public Broadcasting Network. Yesterday we did declare the state of emergency in Dade County, and this is important for a lot of reasons. It gives us access to a lot of funds and supplies that it puts us up front on those that we almost have to have this to actually receive these, and also allows us to take care of a lot of emergency incidents that normally, as far as normal procedure, we can't do. And it's real similar. If some of you were here during the tornadoes, we had all that going on. It's the same, basically the same thing that we did then. Of course, it's a lot different because it is a worldwide epidemic. We've got several people here that's going to talk to you today. That we have the City of Trenton, the Chief of Police here. She's got some things she wants to share with Josh Engel, the school and all. We do have our health department represented today. So I'll be real quick, but I've got one more thing I do want to tell you that, I mentioned this the last 2 days, but Citizen Bank and Bank of Dade, they are open for business. They're wide open right now, except you just got to change. You've got to drive through And you can, do your loans and all by appointment. You just call the bank and they'll make it work for you. So no, they're not closed at all. It's not, but they're just, they had to change just like our government operations, and it's going smooth here. We've had several people come up to the windows out front today, and so far, it's working pretty smooth. So I just want to do that, and our next speaker will be Mr. Josh Ingalls from the school system. And Josh, you want to come on up? And appreciate you being here.
Thank you, Mr. Rumley, for having me. Good afternoon. I'm Josh Ingalls, representing Dade County Schools. Today, early this morning, this afternoon, our buses were out serving meals again. Today, we served just over 4,400 meals. That's equivalent to two breakfasts, a breakfast for Monday and Tuesday, and then a lunch for Monday and Tuesday. And then we will serve again on Wednesday. The buses will follow the same, their normal bus route like they do early in the mornings. They're running just about 4 hours behind, give or take a few minutes. But if they are early, I've heard the bus drivers on the bus radio communicating. They are stopping and honking the horn, especially if they know where students live. Again, the drive-through at both of our elementary schools will be available from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. So if you happen to miss the bus, you can visit Dade Elementary and Davis Elementary between the hours of 10 and 1 for pickup. Digital learning, will continue that plan this week. The only change there is digital learning will take place Monday through Thursday. And then on Friday, that's your screen time break. That's a time to get away from the computer, the Chromebook, your cell phone, and go enjoy yourself outside, read a book, go for a hike, just to take a break from your computer screen. As Mr. Rumley mentioned just a moment ago, Governor Kemp is scheduled for a press conference today at 5 o'clock. What I know about schools at this time is that under his executive order, schools are closed through March 31st. Considering the state of emergency we're under, the governor's office will make the decision about extending, whether or not to extend that. So all information about school closures will come from his office until further notice. As Dr. Harris always shares on here, I know she doesn't mind me giving out her cell phone number to you. It's 256-658-6834. If you need us, give us a call. I don't care to give mine. It's 423-504-2222. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Lindsay Ryan from the Health Department. We really don't have any new information other than if you've been looking at the Georgia Department of Health COVID-19 daily status report. They were updating that daily. Now it's being updated twice daily because the numbers are changing so rapidly. You can keep up-to-date information by going to the CDC. You can go to the Dade County Health Department Facebook page. We're trying to update information as soon as we get it to the page. And just a reminder for our WIC participants, if you need vouchers, call ahead. If you had an appointment, expect a call during your appointment time. And the biggest thing, guys, is stay at home. Do not get out unless you absolutely have to. If it's an emergency, obviously, call 911. If you follow the guidance of your healthcare provider. If you do not have one, you can, and Carrie is posting this number in the comments, but contact the Georgia COVID-19 hotline, and that's 442-2681. So if you do not have a provider and you're having symptoms, you can call that number. But just stay inside and practice good hand hygiene and social distancing. Thanks.
Good afternoon. I'm a Trenton Police Chief, Christy Smith. I've been under the weather a little bit. I wanted to practice my social distancing, so I apologize that I haven't been here during these live briefings. First, I want to tell our citizens that at the police department, it is business as usual. We're just taking some extra precautions and practices to keep our officers, their families, and you safe and healthy. We're still out patrolling, we're still conducting our business checks, we're answering calls, we're still doing our jobs, and that's not going to change. We are working diligently to address the needs of our citizens, young and old. Especially like to thank Miss Barbara Castleberry. She's always worked with me for our elderly, and she doesn't just do that during times like this. She does that 365 days a year. She makes sure that they have what they need. She contacts them, makes sure that those who need a hot meal gets that. In fact, she just called me before I got here. I've got things out in the car that she's worried about someone and wants us to take it to them. So we are checking on those people and making sure that they are okay and that they do have the things that they need. I'd like to commend our leaders, our school and staff administrators, our dispatch, emergency, and medical personnel, and our officers that's on the front line and continue to work making very difficult decisions to the best serve our city and our county. It's so important that we have this to be able to keep all of you and our families informed with facts. Please continue to support our local businesses as they are suffering right now. And when this is over, and it will be over, make sure that you get out there because they are meeting our needs and we need to repay them by meeting theirs. Just as an individual, we can have huge impacts on the spread of this virus. Just follow the CDC's recommendations, as you hear us say over and over. Practice your social distancing, and please do your part. This is just a season. We're eventually going to recover. God is still God. Nothing has changed. He doesn't, and He hasn't lost control. Take this time to enjoy your families. Do those projects that you haven't had time to do. We're so blessed to have all the luxuries that we do, so make sure that you're making the most of these days before we get back to being too busy. If you have any needs or any questions, please do not hesitate to call our office. Although our lobby is closed to the public, you can still call us on our phone at 706-657-4167, and we'll do all we can to answer your questions. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm Ray Cross. I'm the sheriff here in Dade County. First of all, I want to thank Commissioner Rumley for doing these live broadcasts that keeps you informed and just letting you know what's going on through this crisis. Just going to tell you a few things that have changed with the sheriff's office if you haven't heard already. Last week I ordered that our lobby be closed, and we shut that down last week, not letting anyone inside the building unless you're an employee. Also, anyone coming into the jail, we are now checking temperatures of anyone that comes in jail, and this includes attorneys, transports from another county or another state, contractors that come into work, anybody that comes in our jail, now including our employees, deputies, or even myself, we're having our temperature checked before we enter the jail. Because if that virus gets back there, it could be bad. And not only for the inmates, but also for the employees that work there. If you have any need for a report or need to have anything from the sheriff's office, you can go to info@dadesheriff.com, and that can get you access to anything that you need as far as reports or anything like that. And if you have a relative or a family member that's in the jail and you want to put money on their books, go to www.jailatm.com, and that'll get you access to that. Also, we've started a grocery and prescription pickup for elderly senior citizens at risk here in Dade County that, are sick or just don't have anybody to get their groceries and prescriptions. And we also talked with the manager at Walmart. He's assisting in any way he can to help with this. But if you need help with that, or your grandmother or someone does, you can contact Chad Payne at area code 706-944-3329. Or you can call our number at the Sheriff's Department, 706-657-3233, and we can get you in touch with him or get you some help. But folks, let's all use common sense through this pandemic, and like I say, keep your hands washed, use social distancing, stay away from people right now. I know especially a lot of the younger folks that, even some older folks are not taking this very serious, and you see a lot of people in grocery stores and Walmarts and stuff. The sooner we get a hold of this, the sooner we do what we're supposed to do, this is going to get it out of here quickly. So let's do that so we don't have to spend the summer having to fight this thing. So let's all do that and do our best at it. Thank you.
Appreciate it, all y'all being here and giving your reports. That's it really helps. Alex today, he's on, actually, just found out just a second ago, he is actually on a conference call with FEMA, with the federal people, and he will not be giving his report today, but we'll be back tomorrow at 3 o'clock, and we'll give you another update. If you need anything, our phone number here, you can call 657-HELP, or you can go 657-4625. That's our standard number here at the commission office. My number is 423-667-8999. That's my cell number. Answer that 24/7. Just appreciate everyone working with us, and just try to do what you can to help slow this thing down. Carrie, you got anything you want to add today or anything? That's unusual.
That was perfect.
I do what now?
That was perfect.
Okay. But I do appreciate everyone, and we will see you tomorrow, or talk to you tomorrow around 3 o'clock. So thanks a lot.